Don't scroll yet. Welcome back to Panda Picks, your all-in-one guide to fantasy football and sports betting. Let's kick things off with our top 5 ranked fantasy players for next season. Coming in at number 5, we have Jamar Chase. He's coming off the worst season of his career because Burrow missed the final 7 games of the season, but he still averaged 16.4 PPR points per game, boasting a career best in targets with 145 and receptions with 100. Jamar averaged 20.2 points per game in 2022 with a 27.9% team target share. That's the kind of upside he has once again with Burrow heading into the season with a clean bill of health. Don't be surprised when Jamar makes a push for wide receiver 1. At number 4, we have Bijan Robinson. I know it's a bit higher than most have him, but hear me out. Fantasy terrorist Arthur Smith is gone. He was criminally underutilized last year, but that's expected to change with new OC Zach Robinson. Under him, Kyron Williams averaged close to 22 touches per game while dominating the goal line work. Zach Robinson should be running a lot of 11 personnel, which are 3 wide sets, which will limit the defense ability to stack the box. Kyron saw stack boxes on 4.8% of his carries last season, while Bijan was at 20% last year. With Kirk Cousins under center, there will be a much more stable offensive environment. Defenses can no longer afford to stack the box like they did against Desmond Ridder and Taylor Heineke. Expect Bijan to contend with CMC for RB1. At number 3, we have Tyreek Hill. Since he joined Miami, Reek has 401 more receiving yards than any other player in football. Tyreek would have likely broken the single-season receiving record had he played the full 2023 season. Age could be a factor, but he showed no signs of slowing down last year, setting career highs in targets, yards, and yards per game. There's no better feeling than opening up your fantasy app on Sunday and seeing him have 35 for your team. Expect a ton of massive weeks that will single-handedly win you your matchups. Next up at number 2, we have CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee was the 2023 wide receiver 1 with 23.7 points per game, and with him only being 25, we're buying a repeat. His 135 catches led the NFL last year. From week 8 on, Lamb averaged 12.6 targets a game and was on pace for 156 catches over a full season. Cowboys added no competition for targets, and with a barren wide receiver room outside of him, Dallas appears ready to feed Lamb like no other wide receiver in the league. Finally, at number 1, our top-ranked player is none other than Christian McCaffrey. CMC has averaged at least 21 PPR points in each of his last 2 seasons. Of the 27 regular season games CMC played with San Francisco, he's hit at least 21 points 17 times and at least 30 points 5 times, which is 19% of his games. Last season, CMC finished 1st in total opportunities, 4th in running back targets, 1st in rushing TDs, and 1st in total fantasy points and fantasy points per game from a non-quarterback. A great offense, a strong O-line, and meaningful touches in every facet of his offense, including the red zone. We expect Christian McCaffrey to run it back and finish as the top player in all of fantasy football. Be sure to drop a follow and stay tuned as we address the biggest offseason moves, our top rookies to watch, draft strategies, season predictions, and more. Whether you play fantasy football or sports bet or both, I'm sure we'll be able to provide some value to you. With 13 years of fantasy experience and multiple championships, we're here to give you an edge and help you dominate your league.